Alrighty guys, welcome to the channel again, and this is 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, and in this video I'm gonna go over the things that I really like about this car. I absolutely love about this car, and in the next video I'll show what I absolutely hate about this car. So right off the bat, I really love the look of this car, the way it looks and everything, and then and the wheels. Absolutely, I love the way they look, and they do rub a little bit on the inside because they are a little bit bigger, but other than that I absolutely love the wheels, and I absolutely love the hood and the color of this car. It really pops out well, and here's a good look on the outside, and I absolutely love the rear end of this car. This added spoiler, the quad tips, the diffuser, everything, and the blacked out lights, 392 sticker, everything on the rear is absolutely phenomenal, and I absolutely love it. Here's a good look on the exterior on the back. Just absolutely love it. And as soon as we go inside the car, and I do love that it has the range unlock, and then you get in this car, and I love the way these seats feel. These seats are bucket seats, but they are actually super comfy. They like hold you in tight, and I'm surprised how comfy they are. And when you go off the line, they like hold you in, and I really love the way these seats feel, and it's super comfy. I love it. And the sound excuse me, surround sound on this thing, it is by, I've never heard of this company actually, Alpine Sound System, which is actually really good when you're listening to the music on this. It's phenomenal. And the other thing is, when you start the car up, here, I'm gonna do it with you guys. It says Charger there, which I wanted to say Scat Pack, but that's, and when you start the car and it goes, the gauges go up and down, and then in here you can actually change the graphics in the back, which I had no idea that you could do. So you just go to apps, then you go to settings, and then display, you go down, set theme, and you can actually choose a couple of one. I actually have the Hellcat one right now, but you can go through the Bumblebee one, and then you can go that pattern, and it just says Dodge, and that's kind of cool feature. I really liked it, and I really like how responsive the screen is. It's actually super responsive. And then my favorite part of all this is this launch mode. You put it in drive, it says you gotta put it in drive, and then you can actually activate the launch mode and press brake and apply full throttle, which is really cool. I'm not gonna launch it right now, but and then you can go to drive modes, which is really cool, and go into track, which actually activates the full model, and it actually deactivates the stability control, so you have less traction but you have full power. It's actually like same amount of power still, it just, the gearing is a little bit different. It's like quicker, and then the steering is a little bit stiffer, and then the pedal shifters, I always keep it on. This is auto, that I always drive it in auto. And then in sports, it's just less stability again, and a little bit less, I guess you could say, rowdy. In traction, in track mode, it's fully, throttle is completely open, and you can actually hear the backfires. It's super nice. So, and then it also has race option, which is you can do the launch mode, and then in line lock, you can actually line lock the front wheels and then just burn the hell out of your tires if you want to, which I have done, which is super nice. So that's a kind of cool feature that I really like. And then it also has valet mode. When if you're going somewhere, you can put that, so it limits the full power of the car. And then another cool feature is this performance pages. And here you can see the full dyno mode and everything, which is super cool. It takes a bit to load because it's a big software, but see, it shows the G-force in here. It has the timers, it has the gauges in here that shows the engine temp, battery, oil pressure, everything. And then again the G-force right here, and then engine, it shows all the cool. And then it actually has a dyno mode right here, which is super cool. Didn't know that this had it. So Here's that, and then it has heated seats, which I really love. And then it also has heated steering wheel, which is cool. Right there, you guys can see heated steering wheel, and it has everything else you can possibly imagine on here. And then the SRT modes, we're gonna go back to auto. And here we go, we're gonna exit that out. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the track mode so I can show you the exhaust, the way it sounds when here. And then the pedal shifters, I wish they were a little bit bigger, but that's pretty cool when you're driving in traction. With you have no traction and you're downshifting, it actually burns the wheel in up to third gear, so that's kind of cool. And the second favorite thing is the sunroof. I absolutely love that this car has a sunroof. And then it's super spacious. The rear seats are actually quite the legroom, and I hate that the cup holders are super small. That's why I have that there, but I really love the simplicity and the complexity of this car. And I'm gonna go back to the exterior again. And my favorite part when I'm driving is this exhaust. Like, just listen to that. This is in track mode. I always drive it in track mode because why not? This is a fun car. So, and when you're driving it and you just listen to that, like, it just sounds so clean. And in track mode actually backfires quite a lot, so I love that. And the other favorite part about this car is when you're driving, everybody is looking at you, especially the cops. So it's kind of fun. You have everybody's attention, and then you drive it. We're gonna go, I'll take you guys on a quick drive here, just around the block, and try to listen to those backfires when we do. I just love the way that responds. Oh, that backfire, that's the most beautiful part about this car. And you just driving it, it's super responsive, and I really love that. Sorry, I'm not wearing a seatbelt. I'm just going around the block. I'm gonna turn around right here, and there we go. There's a cop right there, so we're not even gonna floor it that much. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That's what I really love about when it's in the track mode, and you guys can see how loud it is. And I'm gonna put it in auto, and you'll see how quiet it gets. And this is in auto, and you guys can barely hear the car. That's the best part about it. If you want to be quiet, you can be really quiet, but if you want to be loud, you can be super loud. So, and here we are back in the driveway, and I'm gonna park it right here and have a good look at that again. And I love that the windows are actually super tinted, so that's another part. And I really love the customization of this instrument cluster. You can go to your previous trip, the songs, actually show you the speed warning, diagnostic, the speed, all that good stuff. And this is a braking force, which is kind of really cool. It tells you how much distance you took to brake from the speed you were going. But I just have it at the fuel economy mode because it kind of look, I like the gauges the way they look. And I'm not super mad about the fuel economy that I'm getting right now, so that is kind of cool for this big engine for 6.4 liter. It's kind of nice. And then the drive mode is definitely my favorite feature. And then another part I'll show you in the trunk. That's another, I'm gonna shut the car off, and I'm gonna show you the size of the trunk that I really love. And this is a cool little feature, the scat pack that says right there is kind of cool. And here we go, we're gonna look at the trunk. And as you guys can see, my golf clubs are just easily fitting in there. And look at that big spacious trunk. So this car is actually super practical as well, which I really like. And the backup camera, the quality of that is super good. And again, that back end is just my favorite part of the car. And in the next video, I'll show you guys a couple of things that I really hate about this car. And in this one, we'll just go over the things that I really like. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 2 for the things that I really hate.